Hey TikTok, happy 4th of July, and this is your little reminder to not end up like her on the 4th of July because your fireworks plans fall apart. But let's have a little discussion about Ambi and why she may be being protected. So we all know that Ambi is not a politician, she's not an athlete, she is not an A-list Hollywood celebrity by any means, but she's still part of the entertainment industry. What Ambi does have, though, is a network that supports her. This network is well known. Obviously, everybody knows MTV. And at this rate, MTV really only has the Teen Mom shows that are keeping them alive, that are getting views. Because at this point, I don't really know what else is even on MTV. Maybe the Jersey Shore Family Reunion. But to me, I feel that basically the Teen Mom shows are what's keeping MTV going. And the network, of course, is going to protect their stars on their network because they want to keep their viewership. Now, I don't know who's still tuning in to watch the train wreck of Amber or Delusional for that matter, but I know that there's people out there that probably find that very entertaining and they don't want to lose those viewers. Amber has been protected behind this network for years. I think that the only thing they couldn't save her from was her doing her jail time due to what she did on camera to Gary. And I don't think that they could save her from that one. But they did help her out with Andrew because there were no cameras to catch what went down between her and Andrew on the 4th of July of 2019. We have audio from what was inside the home since she has her own cameras in her house. We have audio and we have some visuals from that, but MTV was not there and did not film any of it. And I think that was her saving grace because technically when she got that machete and started chasing Andrew and he had to barricade himself behind a door and she was still chopping at the door, she should have got it attempted unaliving charge. And most of the time in Indiana, you would end up with something like that. But considering who she is and the network behind her, she got off basically scot-free. I mean, she had to serve like time in probation and that was it. So while she is just a reality star, and she doesn't give much contribution to the world. So no, it would not be very devastating if we did find out that she did do something nefarious to Gary Waite. It's the fact that she is being protected by a network. And not only that, but why the police would seemingly cover this up is because her brother is also a law enforcement agent. So I am sure that I'm 1,000% positive that he knows the protocols and he would know what to do and how to bide her time. Go back and listen to her LB interview on the YouTube live stream. Listen to how erratic her voice sounded, how she goes from hysterically crying to calm, to hysterically worked up, calm, defending herself in every way that she can and telling people to not judge her. The whole time in that interview, she is very focused on herself. It's not about Gary. My focus is on Gary. And I will continue to report about this, as I've said, until he surfaces. I find it very strange that he has not been seen, like physically seen by somebody, since June 9th. And while there are people that believe that he was seen in a Verizon store in Oklahoma, I don't buy that either. Because there's no footage that has been released to show that he was actually in there. It was said that the employees said it was him and townspeople said it was him. And then they said that they found his license plate number going into New Mexico. Mind you, that license plate number, even though he's supposedly had keys to his car this whole time, his license plate number wasn't even given to people until almost a week after he left to go cross country. And at this point, wouldn't he have found somewhere to settle if he was doing that, like, where more could he drive to, I guess, at this point, unless he's driving back. But again, it just doesn't make sense. Why would he go to such extreme lengths just to get away from her? Why would he go across the country when he is from Indiana and his family is in Indiana? Why would you not go back to your home state, get your belongings if he has stuff at Amber's? I'm guessing that they live together. And why not get the fuck out of there? That makes more logical sense to me, especially given that he is 39 years old. This is not a 19, 20, 21-year-old man. This is a 39-year-old grown-ass man. It does not make sense to me that he would just go on a cross-country excursion to get away from her. You could live in the same damn state as somebody and get away from them to where they don't even know where you're at. So I don't think that he needs to go to that extreme length just to get away from her. And please don't come in my comments saying, I'm a domestic violence victim and you don't understand what people will do to get away from the person who abuses them. I am a child from a domestic violence situation. So I don't really want to hear the projection from other people. I stand firm in my thoughts that why would he go across country to get away from her rather than go back to his home state where he's from, where his family is, where his friends are. I'm guessing he has a job. I think that he's like a personal trainer or something. Why would you go so far away from that, especially at his age? Age has a huge factor. By the time that you are 39 years old, you have a set way of life. Maybe you're not as set in your ways as like a 60-year-old, but by the time that you're getting in your 40s, you have a pretty, routine type of life, so to say. And not only that, but why has he not surfaced? Why has there been no sightings of him? This day and age, with social media, with people knowing who Amber is, especially people that are into the teen mom shit like I am. Like, if I saw Gary out and about getting away from Amber, I sure would be taking a picture or something, being like, look at this dude getting as far away from her as he can. I have not seen anything like that at all. And the police department never gave details, just said that he was located and the case was closed. Located could mean a lot of different things. It could mean anything. They don't even say how he was located. They don't give anything other than located, cases closed. There's so much confusion with all of this, and the fact that he has not been seen since June 9th also adds to the confusion of it. At this point, he should have shown up somewhere, whether he went on his own social media and said something, or whether somebody else put out seeing him somewhere. I think it's been far too long for him to not have been seen, but yet he traveled all those miles. I truly hope I'm wrong and that nothing bad happened to him, and I hope that he is going across country, and I'm, again, wrong with everything I've said and every assumption that I've made. I will eat every word that I have said about this whole case if I were to see that he was alive and well. I sure would. I take back everything I said because I don't mind being wrong. And in this case, I truly hope that I am wrong. But the facts that are out there and the details that are out there are not looking good. And I just keep looking for a new update because I just keep hoping and praying that I find something either from Gary or from a family member of his confirming that he is okay. He don't want shit to do with Amber and he doesn't like any of the media attention. As long as we had some sort of confirmation, not from the Bryson City Police Department and not from anybody close to Amber, somebody close to Gary, confirmation from them that he is alive, he is well, and I will eat every word that I've said about all this. Until then, I'm looking for updates, and I will continue to report on this because I do not want this to go by the wayside and for him to be forgotten about.